Hi, hello. My name is Julia, and I could be your photographer. But this live is for people who would like to learn erotic photography, and I am doing this every week. And this live would be about couples fantasies, okay? And as usual, I'm sharing my experience, the way I chat with the couples, and I will be telling you what couples would like to find. And of course, the most important question is couples ask about the prices, okay? So that I will speak about today. So moving on with my Shoot Like a Pro course, I had a chat yesterday with one of the couple, and today I had a chat with the couple, okay? And from yesterday chat, I can tell you that these couples will come back to you, okay? They will come back and they will try to persuade you to do a photo shoot with them, okay? So there was a couple, and I don't know, I don't remember. There was a girl contacting me, or the guy, maybe the girl. And so he sent me their picture, how they look like. And because I have this, photographic memory, I can recognize. Not necessarily you need to tell people that they already contacted you, because it will happen to me so many times when people are keep coming back again and again, the year after, 2 years after. uh, you know what I do? I sometimes I enter the date when they called me, but usually I just put the reference what they've been asking, and this phone number will come up and they will call me, I don't know, a few years later. So this is the same situation. And I just asked, this couple, have you contacted me before? And they were like, no, we don't think so. Okay, so what I want you to tell about this couple, the information that very often, and I'm telling you this because you probably know that I am one of the not many female photographers, ladies with the camera, who shooting adult content without limitations, including adult fantasies, right, on camera. And so it is very hard to find anyone else. Okay, that's why they are coming back to me. Okay, because I am more than 10 years in this business. And so the reason I call myself root photographer, because I am not like a customer service friendly photographer. I'm more a creative artist, and I become picky, okay, about my clients. Okay, and not everyone I would like to shoot, and not everyone I would like to welcome to my studio. And this type of the couple is something what I would maybe stay away. They're not a danger, or they're not a trouble or anything, but I'll just tell you the conversation and you will understand. So basically they inquiring about the packages for adult work. Okay, so they are a couple. They would like to create an adult profile on OnlyFans, which happens very often. Okay, that people, when you create erotic photography, people in adult work will find you. Okay, the reason they find me is because they don't have money. Okay, and they try to push me around and stuff, okay, to the things what they want. So basically, when you create erotic portraits, the prices are more or less standard. But what these couples are trying to do is to shoot porn, to make adult videos, to create something what other photographers do not offer for that price, like boudoir, or something like that. Okay. And so I know this. Okay. And they're trying to go around it. Okay. So they asking me, and this is the guy who's telling me, oh, so can we use everything in your studio? I mean, like I say, yeah, of course, my studio is fully equipped. It has a changing room. It has a lot of outfits, sexy outfits. Seriously, if the couple would would start a portfolio, they would need to invest on the way they look, on the makeup, on the outfits, on the shoes, on the accessories, on the props, toy. This is everything ends up. And my studio, very often people choosing for that reason, that I have many things available and they don't need to buy it. Okay, so that is fine. And he is telling me that his wife is size extra small and her shoe size is 3. Okay, and I said that no, it's not everything, how to say, you can find in my studio. And usually, if someone provides an outfit, and photography studios don't do that. Okay, very few would care about this. Okay, because it's how to say, it's a storage. It takes space. Okay, it takes time to actually choose and find and dress people. Okay, and how to say, style that image. It takes time. Usually what photographer or studio wants is that the client will come ready. He knows what he's wearing. You're just taking the pictures and buy. Okay, and that is why in this setting like I have. Okay, I spend a lot of time to make that, that the outfits will match, that everything would look nice, that the background will, have to say, will match the outfits and stuff. And so everything is time consuming. The reason why I'm telling you is because it is true. Okay, I spend too much time on this. Okay, and I told you that my partner said, Julia, you're doing a charity and not a business. Okay, and that is absolutely true. Okay, that's nice like that, right? I'm not proud of this. Okay, that's why I've created this course to explain you what are the options, so you would understand where to go and what to do. If you want to become an erotic photographer, or experiment with erotic photography or shoot, I will explain you what are my mistakes, so you would know. So having all these kind of things ready for the client is a very big advantage. Okay, but what it gives, I can tell you, it attracts a lot of cheap clients who do not want to spend, who do not want to invest, who just want to use your studio and use you. Okay, and they will suggest, or how to say, propose you a small budget, because they are very, like, on the low, how to say, on the low wave, right? And then they that's the situation. So usually, and I'm telling you honestly, usually when the clients are coming to shoot for a photo shoot, the easiest clients are who buy everything for themselves. That's 100% true. Okay, when they bring all the outfits and accessories and the shoes, you know that it's going to be an easy shoot. Okay, because these are high-end clients, and the high clients most of the time want to have a good time. Okay, they don't have like crazy expectations. Okay, they just want to create, they just want to enjoy, they just want to feel the experience, and how to say, and make art. And that is my type of client. So in the reality, do I needed to invest all this and have a separate big room to hold for all these people who don't want to spend and pay me cheap for every photo shoot? I would say don't bother. Okay, if you are that photographer who is suggesting something unique and something special, and that's why I'm trying to lead you to, okay, you can just focus on that. Okay, because what was my focus was is providing as much value. I wasn't feeling myself that I've enough value. Okay, that I'm already doing the things that no one basically doing it. Okay, and today I spoke with one of the couple and I said, how did you find me? He says, we found you in a few days because we've checked everyone and no one does the thing that you offer. Okay, and I know that. Okay, I know that. The thing what is maybe dangerous with me, I'm offering this so openly now, that the search engines put me down, okay, because it has those keywords, okay, not boudoir or glamour, but it has those keywords where there is erotica, sexy or whatever stuff, and I am losing, okay, the game in general, okay. But when the client, a certain client will find me, they know that I am the only option. The reason why client find me, because they do not have money and they want to search a long time till they find someone, because there will be someone at the end of the day, okay. So so the first couple wanted to make a portfolio for adult business, right? And adult business, it means that they want to use my studio, to use my time, to use my services to make money, okay? And for that reason, there is a totally different approach to the whole project, because they are going to sell my work, okay, and make profit, okay. And very often, the people who will come to use your studio, your outfits, your shoes, your accessories, your toys, your props, they are not aware of this situation, okay, and they want to pay you a standard boudoir shoot price, okay, even though they want sex involved as a couple, and show more than boudoir, okay. So my studio is maybe reflects the general style, maybe the general sizes from 8 to 12. I do not have extra small like 5 or 6, or there will be couple of outfits, right? But I can't tell that there is a big choice, okay. I mean, there will be maybe 10, but come on, if there is a shoe size 3, okay, and women's usually size between 5 and 7, right? So that's what I have, okay. When you have a size 3, you need to bring your shoes at least. If you are going for adult business, buy your lady shoes, okay. So that's what I'm saying, what kind of the people I'm dealing with. Also, they requested to use my toys, okay, which is a, for me, it's a hygiene issue. I mean, I have those toys, I don't mind to use them when they paying me not a basic amount, because it would involve cleaning, and sterilizing and preparing for a shoot, preparing after the shoot. It's a lot of work involved, okay. When people are paying me basic, I don't want to allow them to use those kind of things. I hope you understand. And you should not be doing this as well, okay. So when people are buying a signature session, when there is a 3,000 and more involved, then you can bother with this. It's my opinion, right? So what they're trying to do is, and I would like everyone to avoid these clients. The reason why I'm meeting them, because they don't have a really choice where to go. Okay, so they keep coming back and keep trying on me. Okay, and see for how much I will agree and what can I do, and how. In general, I have this feeling with those couples who would like to start adult business. They send me their picture to show me that they are cute, okay, that they are cute. And so probably they think that I'm so getting turned on, or some kind of different purpose and goal to follow, that I will maybe do a discount for them or shoot them even for free, just say, okay, come and have sex in front of me. I'll watch, I'll do it, everything for free. That's what they expect. And it's not even probably, but I heard many times that they're saying that I'm enjoying this. Okay, this is not like work for me. This is like fun. Okay, this is like coolest ever, experience, or work environment. And so I should not be taking money. Okay, they're so hot or sexy, or they are so how to say, horny. Okay, so that I am telling you the truth. That's what people think. majority of men majority of men clients, and in general men which I meet, uh, they would they would assume, absolutely, I'm telling you this 100%, they would assume that I am getting involved in all these adventures, adult fantasy adventures with my clients. Okay, not even assume, convinced. Okay, absolutely convinced. I am taking my job very professionally, and I'm doing it really, how to say, to a high standard, in terms of not to make any sexual impression to any client. Okay, they do not even sense, they do not even feel anything, they see it as a, how to say, as a, my blank face. Okay, because I put my work face. Okay, of course I make jokes, and I make this experience funny, and I suggest things and stuff, and we created those things on the go, right? But they would not feel that I am hitting on them, or I am observing them, or I am watching them in the way that it's not appropriate. Okay. And that is something what is very special for you to learn and understand, no matter if you're with a couple or you are with a single. The self control, okay, it's something what's happening with a client, okay, and in the same time with a photographer, with you. Okay, when you're shooting an adult content, the self control is the first thing what will challenge you in the whole, uh, way of becoming erotic photographer and doing this. Okay, because of well, you will be in a tricky situation, like a position when you actually need to stimulate and encourage person or a couple to relax and create some kind of a things, right? And in the same time you need to be absolutely bold and cold. Okay, like, you know so when you will try to create erotic photography with a stranger, you will understand what that means, because some of them are having a really good sex. Okay, and some of them not. And the reason why I say some of them not, because this couple, like, I'm coming back still to this couple. First, they wanted to make a portfolio, adult portfolio, and I gave the cheapest price. Okay, I don't wanna, seriously, I don't wanna do charity anymore. Okay, and I know that I am the only choice. Okay, so I had the cheapest price, and they were like, okay, we had different budget for this project. Okay, and I said, well, that's something what I would consider. So what is your budget? And they giving me a budget, and I say, no, no, this is a solo shoot, what you can do for this price. Okay, and that's not gonna be something what you suggested, but solo shoot is. And so this, he said, okay, can we start from a glamour? Can my wife become first an escort? Okay, so men's logic. Okay, so he wanted to have a sex shoot, okay, with the wife. So maybe wife will have or they as a couple will have some kind of like work experience in adult business. Then they cannot afford to shoot as a couple. Then he suggested to shoot only as solo shoot, only her. Okay, I said that would not include uh, penetration or whatever, play toys or something, although I could. But escort usually, well, escort photography, it's slightly different to a personal, nude and explicit photography. It's like creating a very delicious cupcake, something what you would see, and your saliva will run, and you would be like tempted to try. Okay, so it's not necessarily to show everything and have legs open. Okay, so glamour and escort photography are very much bonded together, and so that couple suggested that she will go first to this business, OnlyFans, and then she will make money. Okay, and then they could afford to shoot a couple's photo shoot, because they wanted a hardcore video, and all these things quite pricey, to make. And then, when he figured it out, he asked me, can she use my toys? Can she use my shoes? Can she use my accessories? Can she use my uh, outfits? And can she come with the hair and makeup ready? So imagine the client who's pushing you to the limit that you basically he will use everything what you've got, and to make that project as basic as possible, but still expects you to deliver a great result. Okay, so these type of clients, they are, you can how to say, satisfy them, okay, with your photography and stuff. It's just going to be a lot of work. I've done this, okay, it's a lot of work. And I can tell you, I've recorded one video when I had such a couple in my studio, where they shot the whole day and used me the way they, use me and abuse me in my studio and my time. And oh my god, and I made this video and I looked like, oh my god, like drain, like all the juice is out. There is this video on this account when I'm like sitting, like that. And I wanted to record this to see for myself and to show you what that means to meet such a client. Okay, it's like a vampire who will come to your studio, who meet you, and he will drink all the blood. Okay, I'm not saying everyone, I'm not saying absolute, but I am just saying what that means when you losing the focus. I'm talking about myself. I'm losing the focus about my service, that I am exclusive and unique with my certain ideas in a photography. Instead, I am focusing on creating and providing this value for a client, okay? And just working enormous hours for a cheap price, okay? And becoming a normal photographer with not normal services, right? So that is my, maybe, how to say, a biggest mistake which I've done over those years, although it gave me a lot of experience and a lot of clients, okay, to meet, to shoot, so that I become even better, okay, in selecting them, and how to say, and providing a service, okay. So the cheap clients are not a problem when you have some kind of a unique idea. They will be always there, okay. It's just the problem for me personally that they take more than they give, okay, and they just take. And sometimes you just think how much you can give, okay. There is always a limit. That is the reason why I even started this adult course, because I want to mix up my life, and I rather share my experience now of those 10 years with people around the world to understand about erotic photography than continue working with those clients. Okay, so that was basically the main reason why. Okay, so this is the couple. One is confused but still want to use you and make money from your artwork. You will always meet those people. Are those singles? Are those couples? They will knock on your door. As soon as you will offer an adult content creation, they will find you. Okay, and then you will meet them. So the reason why I'm telling you this is because you should know. Okay, you should know. And it's not only that you should know, but the dealing with such a clients is in this way, to put them into some kind of the boundary. Okay, so okay, if you pay me that much, okay, so that you will have that much of the studio time, okay, that much of the changing outfits and scenes, okay, that much of the scenarios and sets, okay, and that is going to be your editing, post production final product. You will decide, okay, because at the end of the day, what happened to me all the time, that I would take those discounted clients, okay, and I would still, provide them a normal standard service. It probably happens like nearly working half price, okay. I would still then provide that, and I've realized that I'm actually working for those people and spending, a few days for the 2 or 3 days sometimes for the wages of one. Okay. And that's not right. Okay. That's disrespect to yourself. And that's why what happens is that you're getting upset and angry with those clients. Okay. Because now I'm start laughing at myself and saying, okay, Julia, do you want to be in this situation? Okay. They should come up and they should value a little bit more. So you would find some kind of consensus at the end, right? But there are a lot of men, or how to say, in general, people who are desperate to have a photo shoot. They think of themselves that they are good looking, and they think that the photographer should do this like a favor, okay, because of their, great idea, or, they are very open minded, or they don't mind, to do certain things on the camera. So what? Uh, I treat it as my job, okay, and that's it. And you need to measure your experience and your time spent on the project, okay, and then you would see what is your salary, for that gig, and then you will be happy or not happy. Okay, that's how you should think of. Okay, not only think about the client, right? About yourself. You think about yourself first and see how much you will invest. Okay, so that's one couple. There was today another couple who phoned me, and probably they visiting London. This is very often situation. The people come to London and want to do something naughty and something new and something risky, right? And my studio offers exactly that. Okay, erotic photography with and hot, sexy models. Okay. Oh, let me go back. Let me finish with that first couple. Okay. So first, they wanted to shoot together. It was too expensive. Then solo shoot. They was thinking. Then they asked me about no photo shoot. Okay, no photo shoot, no video. Can I just be their sex coach? Okay, which I play that role. Okay, I getting involved in creating erotic sexual scenes. Okay, because of the, if I shoot staged material, right, or people doing something what doesn't look good on the camera, you know, so I discuss what kind of the video they want and what kind of the images they want, and the level of sexiness or the level of erotica. It's one of the most important topics for me. Okay, to understand what's happening. So yes, I do this guidance, and I understand and I see, because I look into the camera. I'm not my eyes closed. So what this client was trying to do, get into my studio, get my service for a cheaper price, and not to do a photo shoot. Can you imagine this? And the reason why I do a photo shoot, photography and a video, because I think that those memories, everything what was recorded at that time, is very much valuable. Okay, because the experience, it stays in you, but memories in your head will fade. And the reason why you have them with you is that you have something to come back to. Okay, and then If you look at that video or you look at those images, you can restore it. Okay, you can just retrieve that file from your archive in the memory. And that is one of the most important and powerful things in couples, creating like erotic and stuff, and in general. That's the part of the therapy, okay, which I do with absolutely every client who comes to my studio. Okay, that's why I am making these videos. Okay, that's why I have this inspiration to get ready and give you some information, because this therapy which happens in my studio, it's huge. It is huge thing. You do not understand. You do not understand how much the impact it has on the other person. The things what I'm telling you to do with those people, it just, it will change them, it will change their life, sexual life, personal life, intimate life. Okay. So they wanted me to coach, and I said, yes, I do that, but photography is a must, or a video is a must. How you would remember this after a couple of years? They were like, oh, they didn't realize. So some couples are coming to see you or to receive your service just for a kick, you know. They have a turn on, they have a certain, how to say, fetish, or a king, that you would be there to help them. And in the reality, there are a lot of couples who need your help. They need help from the side. And the reason why I'm saying to you this, because there are so many who lost themselves on the way. There are so many. Okay. And they become friends. Okay. They live in a friend zone, or they live in a cold war zone. Okay. And this service, it shakes them a bit. And the most effective is, of course, photo shoot with the models, which I said that this couple cannot afford at the moment. If they cannot afford solo, what we're talking about here, okay? I just said, I'm sorry and good night. I can't continue this type of conversations. But today, let's go back from today. There was a couple who contacted me, and they traveled to London, and they would like to have that experience. And the photo shoot with the models is something what they're interested in. Okay, and this cuckold fantasy threesome situation, it's very popular with the couples. Okay, and just let me give you one moment and think to yourself, why this is happening, why there are so many men dreaming or thinking about their partner, girlfriend, wife, with another man. Why they want to see their loved one getting involved with someone else. This is one of the psychology moments. Okay. That's why people watch porn in general. Okay. And uh, we coming to the stage, okay, when the porn itself, it's not so powerful anymore. They cannot create that much of the power. Okay. So they want to participate and be in this situation. They don't want to watch it anymore. It doesn't stimulate them that much. They understand that creating this scenario situation and make the whole video. So this couple said that they want the whole hour of the video movie to watch, to make the whole hour. Okay. And the reason why I'm saying to you the whole hour, because they have no fucking clue how long it is to take to edit the hour of the movie. Okay. And so the first thing what they were saying me, and yes, my prices are confused, make them confused, because there is a starter package, there is a standard package, and there is a signature package, right? And all these packages have a margin, I can't say, because when you're cooking fish and chip, for example, you know how many grams of the fish and you know how many grams of the chips, right? You have, and you know what kind of oil and how long is the preparation, and you're doing this constantly, day to day. You can evaluate, right, the price. What happens with those unique and exclusive sessions, and why I'm telling you this, because it is very easy to calculate the price on the standard shoot. Okay, something was happening around, something what people are making already. Okay, and the reason why I'm making these videos is to explain you that something what I do, it's priceless. No, seriously, it is hard to say, but it's true, because it it it, it no words, no comments. Seriously, for some couples, it's just like new beginning. Okay, for some couples, it's the end. Okay, for some, it's like the new road, right? Solo road. So everyone who's coming, nearly everyone who's coming to my studio for a photo shoot, doing this the first time. Okay, and you probably know that there are not many photographers who will offer a threesome fantasy, a cuckold fantasy, or in general photo shoot with the models, dominatrix model or tantric model or glamour model or whatever the fantasy is. Okay, so these people are doing this the first time. Never been in the studio. Never had the shoot before. Never been with the model before. Okay, never, met a photographer, erotic photographer before. And they are calling me and they want me to tell them exact price, how much it will take. Okay. So how I roll this out now. Okay. I am asking them, are you a model? And they say no. I said, oh, okay. Have you done a photo shoot like this before? They say no. Have you been in the studio before? They say no. Do you know what it takes to create all these kind of scenarios and fantasies on camera and film? And they would say no. Okay. So then I am telling them, how do I know how long it will take me to move you from the stage to something what you want, something what will be, amazing and special for you. Sometimes it takes hours, sometimes it takes 2, sometimes it takes 5. Okay, and by telling the price, okay, before I was telling the price, and pricing it accordingly and trying to fit in a time frame and trying to fit in a service frame. Okay, and it kind of worked out in a way, right? But now they are coming with the craziest ideas, okay, and with the products which are really time consuming. Okay, it's not like making 5 minutes or 10 minutes video. It's not. It is, if you shoot for 1 hour video and I say, so okay, so would you watch the same scene or the same outfit for 1 hour, or you would like to switch the positions, you would like to change something, you would create some kind of different scenarios and use all the sets in my studio, there are the props and like toys and stuff, and then there is a model as well, right? So he must be having, like, would you like to have a sex the whole hour? Okay, you understand how many questions are rising over there. People who coming to my studio, they clueless. Okay, they clueless, and I've realized that I need to simplify the process so much that it will look for them like fish and chips, so that they can easy to buy. Okay, because starter, standard, and signature, it's not something what they understand. Me, who worked in this position, I can evaluate it this way. But when the client comes from the side, it doesn't understand. Okay. So why I'm saying this to you, because when you create a service, you need to convey and convince them with your message what you exactly selling and what is the content and what they will get. Okay, because if they are confused, they would not buy or try to negotiate. Okay, because when the value is there, they don't look at the price. They don't look at the price. My problem with value is that everything what I make is extremely sexual. And I like it this way. Okay, I would need to look for unsexy pictures so that I could use them for display. Because when you're using this for display, it means that it will go live on social media, maybe on YouTube or somewhere, and everything what is created is not allowed. Okay, or what I like is not allowed, and so me, I am trying to find and figure out the ways how to work as for example, casinos cannot advertise. Okay, they have windows, closed and stuff. So my niche is something like that. It's like it's maybe the oldest thing what was there, erotic fantasies and making them come true, and creating them into reality. It was there all the time, but with the century we are in now, it is prohibited. It is not allowed. It's strict in that zone. Okay, I told you that I've been blocked numerous times. I've been on social media. Okay, so they will exclude me the moment I will open my mouth and start talking and telling those special words. Okay, they would remove me if I was talking about threesome photo shoot, and Instagram just silenced me after 3 minutes or so in live videos. Okay, so that is the situation. There are robots everywhere, and I need to, when I talk and try to express myself, I need to think what I say. Okay, because this channel can be closed anytime. Okay, that's the thing, that's the reality. Okay, so shooting with the models for couples is a great adventure, and many couples have the fantasy of trying this. It's safe for them, safe in terms of it's not cheating. Okay, it's just like curiosity. It's like how to say, it's like a test. Okay, and I absolutely agree. They during that photo shoot they can go as far as they want. I am not that person who would push, and say, okay, you must do this and this. No, there is nothing like that. Okay, there are very often situations when they saying, come on, we want this and we want that, we want even more, and I'm saying, well, you came all frozen and all stiff and all scared and all nervous. How do I know? And especially when they see that this is absolutely cool environment and I am that person who actually um they are happy to have, you know you know in front of me, have fun, right? Well, the couples not very often are open. Okay, single people more open because they will say straight away, I want this model and I would like this and this service. Okay, and couples are maybe more reserved. Okay, some, I'm not saying all. Okay, but singles and couples are very much interested in a fixed price. Okay, and so for you is a choice, which 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 I've tried. I've tried the fixed price and it works really well. Okay. What happens to me with the fixed price? That their expectations very often are higher than the fixed price. Okay. And to upgrade, it's quite hard. Okay. Because people usually want to save or they're not sure about the service, especially when it's the first, how to say, experience and there is no one else. They think, oh, it's better pay less and see what happens. And before I was just giving away a lot of my time. Okay. So now I've decided that I need to change many things. Okay. In terms of presentation, in terms of selling and showing certain things, right? And explaining certain things, right? About, in general, about the service and about the price. So how I would now how I would present. So before I had the price list, we were, like I said, three items. Okay, very easy: starter, standard, and signature. And still they are confused. Okay, which one? Because they speak like a signature, they want so many fantasies, this and this and this, but they are happy, for example, with the standard price. Okay, you understand where I'm going, right? But I always, I always care about my models working with my clients, because the clients do not understand what that means to bring another person. And I was today explaining them about the models. I said it is much easier to shoot a photo shoot with the model, because the model, it will help you. And they don't understand how he will be. Well, I said the model had already many shoots. He's a professional, he's an experienced, and he or she will help you and ease, make you relax at ease, play the role games and participate and do all kind of sort of things here in the studio. Okay. And that is something what people do not understand. They think that the model is some kind of an escort who was booked somewhere on the agency, and he will walk in the same like their clients. Okay. And I said, no, the model knows very well what to do in the studio. Because if you will be all scared and nervous, and then I would have a model as well, scared and nervous, I would have a very hard time. Okay, so the reason why I've created this model service is to help my clients to relax and, of course, to make those fantasies. Because with time, I've realized that appetite is growing with the couples. Okay, they would like to try this and that. And there are scenes and scenarios that are not possible to shoot without the model. And the model will brings a different dimension, a different vibe, the mood, the atmosphere. It changes completely when there is somebody else, especially when it's a cool person, when it's the first to be open-minded and joke and be free and sexy. Okay, so the model does a lot, as well as how do you say, the photographer should be at ease. Okay, and understand that the clients who are coming to the studio are lost, scared, and confused, and they want to try something new. And so I always evaluate, the first thing is my time. Okay, so through the many years of experience, I kind of can recognize the easy client and the complicated client. Why I'm telling you about these clients in general? Because this is your time. You will invest in one client, for example, 20, 30 hours. Okay. And another client will be 5 or 6 hours, right? And that one who is 5 or 6 hours usually pays 2 or 3 times more. And that is true. Okay. That is true. So now when I know this and then I establish this, my aim is to reach more of these clients and make those photo shoots for them. Okay? Because everyone would like to have a shorter day, working day. I've been working really long hours before. And the more you do, the faster, of course, and more professional you will get. But I can tell you what happens with people who are first timers. Okay. They are really hard to explain. You will do it many times. They will not understand. Okay. And you will repeat it, and it just takes time. Naturally, it takes time. Okay. Unless you do not really care and you do not want to invest and make standard sessions, then you will save, then you will create a certain product that only you can do, and then if you manage to deliver only this product and sell only this product, you will make money. Okay, so that's how to be successful. And I've seen a lot of successful clients who are shooting in the way like I told you, clients, sorry, photographers. Okay, when they're choosing one thing, okay, they are much more happier and they are more profitable. Of course, the photo shoot experience in general becomes a conveyor, and there is always a price to pay. Okay, to this. But again, everyone has to follow their path. I have no regrets doing what I did, but I am going back to this conveyor experience and I am going to choose one thing. Okay. Because making things every time new, recreating, and how to say, trying to reach the aesthetic heights and every time aim for a higher and higher, it's quite complicated. Okay, it is much easier to cook the same dish. It is much faster. Okay, and your professionals levels will be high. You will not be nervous. When you're making the same dish and you cooked it for many years, you will not be nervous about what you do. Okay. If you're real artist like me, I am driven by the fashion and I'm getting bored. And I am thankful that I'm getting every time new clients with new projects. But in the same time, I'm meeting and reaching all these problems. Okay. Because I always have a question of the price. Okay. I'm reaching new people with new requests, with new expectations. Okay. And it is hard to price them. Okay. Because that's again new project, and then new project, and then new project. Right. Okay, so that is complicated. So I pay attention to my time when I'm establishing the price. Okay, so it is important to have an experience, of course, when you asking for certain amount of the money. Okay, to have an experience is important, and I'm not talking only experience in photography. I mean experience to providing a service in adult photography. When the person is undressed, know how to treat him, know how to greet him, know how to lead him from one set to another set, know how to prepare, understand how to make a consultation. Okay, because you will be the one. It's like you are the leader. Okay, you're meeting the person, and this is your gig. It's like your performance, and you starting at this time, yeah, and then you're finishing at that time. Okay, and you trying to fill that gap with as much of the excitement and as much of the ideas, okay, scenes and scenarios as much as possible. That's exactly what I do. Okay, but if I would shoot every time the same thing, to my door, like I say, coming all sorts of people, singles and couples, and they have different fantasies and they have different ideas for the shoot, you know. So for me, it's getting complicated. Okay, but to start erotic photography, it is best from one direction, shooting. I don't know, of course, opposite sex, I would say. Okay, I think for me to shoot men is easier. I mean, faster. I would just say faster. Okay, I started shooting ladies. Okay, and photography with the ladies is I am laid back about, everything, and I know all the problems and all the insecurities what ladies have, and I can maneuver easy. But ladies have a very high expectations. Okay, and expectations in terms of editing, right? This is like a different world. Okay, so talking about pricing your product is in general your time, and your time when you're creating a photo shoot consist, of course, I am saying it is important if you're artist to get into account your experience, years that you dedicated to this. So I can say, for example, I spent 25 years, okay, going into this profession and studying and learning and working towards it. Yes, so this is my experience. Okay, and then I am talking about meeting and consulting the client. Okay, and that means first amount of the time that I spend. Sometimes my clients take a lot of information and coming back for numerous messages and numerous emails, and that is just a lot of time. Okay, but I'm just saying it's still your time. Then there is making how to say, the product in the studio time, shooting time, right? And then the final time when you spend is the post-production time, where is actually editing involved, when you do photos and you do videos. Okay, and you're sending all over and producing, I don't know, whatever, USB or stuff. So when you calculate all that time, what takes you to create, to come from A to Z, from start to finish, you will realize that every client takes a different amount of time. And when you realize that, you start value your time even more. Then you will make some kind of the packages, okay? Or you will decide that you do certain services which are the best or maybe popular. And by that I mean that you will attract certain people and you will fancy or like do certain things, right? And these would be the things for you to go deeper and to learn more about them. Not like me, because when I've started, I was eager and hungry to know everything about erotic photography, so I shot everything. Okay, and for you, I do not recommend that because it's a waste of time. It's a lot of time consuming thing to understand and know everything. So I suggest you to choose one to measure or calculate your time and to think about the price. Okay, that's very important. Thank you so much For today, I was chatting about erotic photography, how to be erotic photographer, and what to do, what kind of the clients. And today I've discussed it about couples and prices. Thank you so much for watching and love you. Kiss you, mean it. Bye.